If you want to go to study abroad or go work abroad, like in the United States, South Africa, or England, you may take many exams, like TOEFL and many others. But today we're going to talk about IELTS exam. This exam comes from the Cambridge Academy from England, and this exam will determine your score with the English level you have. This exam is very important if you want to go to study to a university, a high school, middle school, or just go live and work. This exam varies in their categories. It can be listening, speaking, writing.
So we have a question now, and it's how can we use the IELTS, and which universities around the world ask us to have an IELTS exam? Well, it's different in all universities around the world. We can see that some universities ask you to have a certain grade on the IELTS exam. The grade is rounded, and it's a grade that has the writing part, the listening part, the speaking part. And some universities ask you to have a certain grade to be admitted at the university. But some universities don't use this system. We can see that in Mexico, we have a lot of universities that don't use this system, so they have their own exam. So you need to see and to look for if in your university you're gonna need the IELTS grade, or you just need the local exam.
And reading. If you want to get into a good university or get a good job, you need to get a good score in the exam. If you don't get a good score in the exam, it's very difficult if you want to get into a good university or get a good
Writing,
job.
we have two parts. The first part, we have like 30 minutes to do the task. They give you a graph. Well, we have a graph, and you put the information. And in task 2, just put the information. In task 2, you just can put your opinions, and you have to do 250 words in 40 minutes. In task 1, you have to do 150 words, and that's it. That is writing in IELTS. Is long, but it helps you a lot.
So, do you need IELTS for university? Well, like we said before, so it's very important to have a proof that you can speak English fluently to get in the universities around the world. Some universities have shown their interest about IELTS as a proof that shows that you can speak English. But in the other side, some colleges in Mexico and other parts in the world prefer to have their own exam because they don't approve the tools of the IELTS. But like in many universities around the world, it's a very important tool, and it gives you some advantages to other students to get in the most prestige universities in the world, because it's a proof that it has some value to some universities, and it can give you like a clear advantage to get in the university. The IELTS exam is very important because with this exam we can analyze the level of English in different countries in the world. Also, we can see which country had the best and the worst level and make graphics to compare these results. Also, it can give you many advantages, like for study it's very important because most of the universities around the world require IELTS just to get in. And as an international student, you should demonstrate that you can complete a degree in English, and this is like a good tool to demonstrate that. Also for work, there are advantages that IELTS exam gives you, like to enter a new job, like providing proof that you can speak more than two languages it can give you some advantages in such a competitive world that we are in. Also, it's very important that you can prove that you can have some language skills to talk and to make business with other people in the world, because we are living now in a globalized world, and it's very important to know how to communicate in English.
The speaking part is to grade how you can talk, speak, and express yourself in the English language. How can you express yourself from 1 to 100 and see how much percentage can you be expressive, and can you dominate this language speaking to other people to see if they can give you a work, maybe just a conversation, or order a coffee. Is to show and express your English level in speaking.